Hey guys, Chris here, engineer at Z1 today. You might have seen our other video we already have out for servicing your supercharger setup. It's the tensioning the back belt on the assembly. So we have another video for you today that goes over how to do a little bit more service, and that is how to replace the jack shaft on your assembly, as well as the rear idler pulley and back belt. All right, so the tools that we're going to need for this job is just a few. We need a 4mm Allen key, 5mm Allen key, 8mm new jack shaft that we will have for sale on the website, a 14mm wrench, and either a ratchet or an impact wrench. Impact is not required, just makes it quite a bit easier. To start with, you're going to want to remove the assembly from your vehicle. You might be able to get it done while it's in there, but it's a lot easier on a workbench. So the first thing that we're going to do is take this front drive pulley off. You're going to need a 5mm hex socket there. Now, one thing that you want to make sure that you don't do is rotate the blower while you're doing this. It can only rotate counterclockwise. If you rotate it clockwise, it can actually damage the blower, and we don't want that to happen. What we're going to do is take our ratchet, we're going to hold the back, and then just start popping these guys loose. You may need a impact wrench to get it off easier, but not required. I'm going to pop that guy off. It's a tight fit. So something you may notice on here, which I'll go over a little bit later, is the presence of a hole in the center of your drive pulley and a dowel pin on your jack shaft. Make sure you identify what yours looks like. The earlier builds of these did not have this dowel pulley. We added it later as an improvement. I'll go over what you need to do if you do not have a hole in your pulley or on a dowel pin on your jack shaft. All right, so once we have our drive pulley off, we're going to go turn it around to the back side. We are going to get the back belt off. All right, so once we have our drive pulley off, we're going to go up here to this jam nut on the adjuster. We're going to crack this guy loose. And then you're going to run out the adjuster all the way to the top. Be careful not to go too far. It can actually lodge into the main bracket here. So go a little bit slower. There we go. All right, so once we have that up high, your belt's a lot looser. The next step is going to be to take off the back idler pulley. That is where you're going to use that 8mm hex key. So you take the bolt out, slide this off. There is a recess on one side versus the other. The recess goes towards the bracket. After that, we have our belt off. If you need a new one, you can toss the old one. So next, to get the jack shaft out, we're going to take our impact and run grab the pulley and run these guys out. If you don't have an impact, a good idea is to go ahead and crack these loose along with the front ones, because you can use them to counteract each other to help get them loose. All right, we got these three guys out. We're gonna work that back pulley off. There we go. So we'll come back over here to the front side. We're gonna go to our 4mm Allen key. I've already cracked these loose. They can strip, so be careful when you are loosening them up and reinstalling them. They can round out a little easy, so as the drive is a little bit small. But once you get them all out, if you do happen to strip any or want to replace them, we have these available too if you need them. So once you get all those out, you're just going to slide out your jack shaft. So the way this works is you have a housing and you have two bearings and a center shaft. The bearings over time can wear out depending on, miles and just overall abuse on the system. So if you have some noise coming from it, you're not sure what, you can actually take the back belt off, run the engine with the front pulley still on. If you still have some noise, it's probably going to be the jack shaft. Go ahead and set that over here to the side. Take our new one, slide it in here, go ahead and just reinstall in the reverse order. Caution against using an impact to reinstall these for that same stripping reason that I mentioned before. We will have a list of torque specs for each one of these fasteners in the description below on the video. All right, so we got that guy on. We'll come back over here, put our drive pulley back on. Now make sure when you have it on there, you push it on and the holes are aligned with the threads. Once you get it to where it's mostly on the dowel, you can use the bolts to finish installing it the rest of the way. Go run these guys in. All right, so we got that guy on. Next, we want to put the belt on. It's very difficult to get the belt on while the idler is still installed. So we go ahead and put it on before installing the idler. If you want to make sure the slider is above the belt before you start putting the idler back on. So like I said before, the recess goes towards the bracket. There is a little bit of a spacer in there. It's kind of hard to see. You want to make sure that is in the center. Once you finally get the bolt through, you're going to go push the belt down, get that thread going, and then you can run the rest of it down. It's okay to use an impact here. Get this pretty tight. See, everything spins. The next part is to go ahead and tension the back belt. If you want to go refer to our other video that I already did, that will get you dialed in here. So we're going to go ahead and skip over that. So now we've got all the back took care of, and time to reinstall your main front drive pulley. Get that right on there. Same thing as the back, get the holes lined up. It is a good idea to put a little bit of blue Loctite on these guys. You do not want them backing out. Sure they are seated all the way down. And there you go. Go ahead and torque those down. Like I said, all of the torque specs will be in the description below. And real quick to touch on the jack shaft and what to do if you do not have a dowel pin or a hole in your drive pulleys. Like I said, early generations we didn't have this. We added this to help reduce vibrations. So if your jack shaft does not have this, the new one that you get will. And if you, there will be an option on the listing to get new pulleys that will work with this jack shaft. Once you get those in, they'll all go together just like they need to. If you have any questions about this that we haven't covered, please drop a comment, and we'll see you next time.